The fat boys break up, now every day I wake up I'm seeing the regression going on inside of Jacob. Cause we our own ops like Russell with the Lakers. Should've sent us to the Heat, but the Lord will never trade us. Damn little man, I'm just trying to do me. Get it in before I sleep like my little brother Seed. Givenchy, flyest Jew you ever seen. You can't say what I say cause you ain't see what I seen. I don't want much, man, I have everything. A nice fly wife, a fly young king. So I don't worry about the hatred and drama they bring. I will reply, but I'm doing my thing.
He knows it before you even gonna do it. He knows you. The people love to say, the pastor, he knows, not the pastor, that God knows my heart. Yeah, he know that your damn heart wicked as hell. Right? He know that your mind is wicked. Right? So you're right about that. So he knows all of these things. So he's saying that, hey, if that thing come to pass where he says, let us go after gods, what's going to happen?
And a sign or a wonder come to pass, whereof he spake unto thee, saying, let us go after gods, which thou hast not known, and let us serve them. Thou shalt not hearken to the words of that prophet.
So we're not going to hearken to the words of them pastors, because that's what they're telling us to do. They're telling us to sin against God. Right, this is literally a warning against that idolatry that the Most High has given the children of Israel. Right, but we don't want to hearken to it. We walk past like nobody's saying anything, but it's okay. Right, we know somebody somewhere is listening. Somebody somewhere is going to receive this, whether it's now or later. Right? Read on.
Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams. For the Lord your God proveth you, to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
Right. He proves us by what? Our actions, by us performing these law, statutes, and commandments. Not just knowing about them, because knowing about them not going to do nothing for you. Right? So the Most High says he knoweth your heart, he knoweth your soul. Right? Read on.
Ye shall walk after the Lord your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments.
Right, look at that. You shall walk. He's telling us what to do. We shall walk after the Lord our God and what? Keep his commandments. That's how we fear him. Read on.
And obey his voice, and ye shall serve him and cleave unto him. And the prophet, or that dreamer of dreams, shall be put to death.
Hold on. What's going to happen to the pastors if they keep speaking this wickedness?
Shall be put to death.
Pastor Randolph done got put to death because he's out here trying to teach you that Christ is the so-called white man, and you can just come as you are, you can do what you want, and you can make it to the kingdom of heaven. That's right. That's what the pastor is doing. Right? This is why everything this Christian church is gonna fall. It already fell when that damn pandemic came. That's right. It already fell. And it's not even been the same ever since. The people that I do know that still go to church, it's a lot of people from the church that don't go there no more. Right. Why? Because it's nothing but folly and wickedness. Half our people walking around, they'll tell you, they don't even go to church because of that. But they always sit there and say, I need to get back in church. No, the hell you don't. What you need to do is you need to repent. You need to learn who you are and whose you are and keep these damn law, statutes, and commandments. That's right.
That's right.
Read that, start that again.
Verse 5. And that prophet, or that dreamer of dreams, shall be put to death, because he has spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way which the Lord thy God commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee.
So we got to get the evil away. We got to literally prophesy against this Christian church and against these pastors and against any other church that don't teach the law, statutes, and commandments. We have to literally come out here and prophesy against it. We have to prophesy against the wicked of our people, because the Most High, he sent judgment on us. He sent judgment on us, and we sit back and we always wonder why things is happening to us. Why we can't sit here and pay this bill, or why we can't sit here and pay that bill, or why don't my husband love me, or why do my kids talk back to me? Because we're not raising them the right way. Because we're not literally doing what the Most High commanded us. So he put these curses upon us. So this is why these things is happening. This is why nobody can explain why there's black on black crime. People can say, oh, we just need to stop killing each other. How do you do that? How do you not hate your people? By getting into this word. By reading these laws. Give me that Leviticus 19:17. By reading, this is how you stop black on black crime. If you listen to this, because we don't have any laws that govern us. So this is why we go around our neighborhood, we rob each other, we try to steal each other's families, we try to steal, covet each other's house, cars, everything, right? Because we don't keep this law here.
It's the book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Right, so when has the pastor ever told you that? Never. The pastor never read this. Read that again.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Right? That's the end of black on black crime. We should not hate thy brother in thy heart. Read on.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
Right, so when has the pastor ever told, hey, stop sleeping with that man's wife? When has that pastor ever told, hey, don't covet your brother's things? Right? Don't literally break into his house when he's not there because you know he's at work. So now he's breaking into your house, stealing all your things. The pastor never tell you that. But we gonna be out here and we gonna tell you that. Right? The real prophets of the Most High is gonna tell you to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Read on.
Verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Right? So we're not supposed to avenge nor bear grudges towards each other. If we simply keep this law, that's the end of black on black crime. That's right. Right? That's just the start. Right now, and then once we go into all the other laws, how the Most High tell us that we're supposed to look out for each other. Right? You won't get things happening how Cain killed Abel. You won't have that in our communities. That thing will end. It'll literally end. Right? Grab me the book of Hosea. Go to chapter 5 and 15. Right? Because this is why things are happening in our neighborhoods, because it was prophesied that it was going to happen. Right? It was prophesied that it's going to happen, and we have to realize and acknowledge what it is that we doing wrong, that we not doing. And once we acknowledge that, things will start to turn around. It's not going to happen overnight, but we have to have a willing ear to listen unto this Bible and listen unto the Most High.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 5 and verse 15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face. In their affliction, they will seek me early.
So the Most High literally went to return to his place. He's chilling. He's got his feet back because he's saying, hey, y'all niggas got all the answers. You got all the answers. So go ahead. Right? When them little 2-year-old babies is getting shot in drive-bys, you're going to be saying, where's God at? This is where he's at. He went back to his place because we got all the answers. Right. We know what to do. We know what's right. We know what's right for our life. We can raise ourselves. No. That's not the way that the Most High designed it.
Bring it out.
The Most High created us because we are his creation. He loved us, but it's contingent on what we do.
That's right.
We can't reach to the sky and get the Most High a hug. We can't sit there and have balloon releases and go to the sky and thinking, oh, God gonna receive my balloon. He gonna pop that damn thing and it's gonna float right back down to this earth because you're being wicked.
That's right.
Right, so he's literally going to return into his place till we acknowledge what we did unto him. Till we acknowledge, go to chapter 9. Right? Because this is what we did. This is what some of the things we did. Start at the top.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 9 and verse 1. Rejoice not, O Israel, for joy as other people, for thou hast gone a whoring from thy God. Thou hast loved the reward upon every cornflower.
Slaki, go ahead.
For every corn floor, the floor and the winepress shall not feed them, and the new wine shall fail in her. They shall not dwell in the Lord's land, but Ephraim shall return to Egypt, and they shall eat unclean things in Assyria.
Right, so what it happened to our people, it happened to our brothers Ephraim. And the same thing that happened to them, I'm bringing this out because it happened to us too, right? We literally returned to Egypt. That's literally what we read in Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68, that we was going to be returned unto Egypt, into that captive, into that bondage, right? And here, we're going to eat unclean things. Just like Ephraim ate unclean things in Assyria. Ephraim now is here eating unclean things, right? Read.
They shall not offer wine offerings to the Lord, neither shall they be pleasing unto him.
So they can't offer no offerings to try to get up out of that captivity unto the Lord. Why? Because they was wicked from the beginning, and now we are required to do something. The Most High say He requires obedience. He requires obedience. We don't have to keep on offering these sin offerings unto the Most High if we just be obedient. We wouldn't be in these conditions if we just be obedient unto our God. Read.
All that eat, Salakia, they shall not offer wine offerings to the Lord, neither shall they be pleasing unto him. Their sacrifices shall be unto them as the bread of mourners, and all that eat thereof shall be polluted. For their bread, for their soul shall not come into the house of the Lord.
So our soul is not going to come into the house of the Lord when we continuously being wicked. You're not going to get that kingdom. This is what He's telling Ephraim. This is what He's telling us. This is the same message. The same message. Because we are literally all the same people. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans. Right?
That's right.
Jump down to verse, give me verse 7.
Verse 7. The days of visitation are come. The days of recompense are come. Israel shall know it.
Right? Y'all know it now. Right? Even if you don't want to hearken right now, you know it now. The days are here. They're here right now. They were there back then, but they're here right now today. Because we out here showing our people that they need to repent. Showing our people to stay up out of this church where that pastor's not teaching you nothing. Where he's destroying your mind. He's teaching you to destroy your temple. Right? He literally has a storehouse in his basement, store full of pork. Passing out. I went to a church where they gave you, not only did they give you pork, they gave you expired pork.
Wow.
Like it don't make sense. But we think that these pastors care about you when they feed they feeding you unclean and wicked food and expired food. Right? So now you're gonna be a 2-time loser when you eat that thing. Right? Your stomach already gonna hurt because it's no good for you. And then it's probably all moldy on the inside. And just because it's brown on the outside, you think it's gonna be good when you cook it. Ain't no prayer that you can say. Ain't no nothing that you can do. Ain't no water, no amount of water and soap that you can put on a wicked food and eat it. Especially a dang on expired product. Right, read. Is this more on that? Yeah, read on.
The days of visitation are come. The days of recompense are come. Israel shall know it. The prophet is a fool.
Wait, the pastor is a what?
A fool.
No, he righteous.
Fool.
No, he the smartest man. That pastor teach a good sermon.
A fool. The spiritual man is mad for the multitude of thine iniquity and the great hatred.
Right? So that great hatred, he has hatred for you because he's not teaching you the right things that it is you're supposed to be doing. Right? Jump up to verse 15.
Verse 15. All their wickedness is in Gilgal, for there I hated them for the wickedness of their doings. I will drive them out of mine house. I will love them no more.
Right? He didn't love us no more. Right? It don't mean that he gave up on us. It just means, hey, you niggas want to do what you want to do, so guess what? You're not abiding under my love no more. I'm putting you out of my house. It's the same thing we'll do to our children. If we give our children a curfew and we tell them, hey, you got to be back in the house at this time. We might the first time they do it, we're going to talk to them. The second time do it, we really going to get in their head, right? You know what I'm saying? And they keep on doing it 3, 4, 5 times. Eventually, we're going to be like, hey, you got to get the hell up out of here. Because you think you run this house and you ain't paying no bills.
That's right.
So now you got to go. This is what the Most High did to us. Read that again.
All their wickedness in Gilgal, for there I hated them. For the wickedness of their doings, I will drive them out of my house. I will love them no more. All their princes are revolters.
They revolted against God. They took his protection for granted. Because they thought they was on top for a season. They thought that they was going to be good. But the Most High said, no, I'm driving them the hell up out of here. Right? I'm driving all Israel. All Israel, they don't want to listen to me. I'm driving them up out of here. Get about that land. You think this land belonged to you? This land of milk and honey that I gave to your ancestors? Right? That I promised unto them? If they keep my commandments, I'll give it to them. I'll be their protector. He like, hell no, I'm driving them up out of here. Right? Keep on going.
Ephraim is smitten. Their root is dried up. They shall bear no fruit. Yea, though they bring forth, yet will I slay even the beloved fruit of their womb.
So this is why our children get put to death. He slayed the fruit of their womb. Right? Read on.
My God will cast them away, because they did not hearken unto him.
Uh-oh. The pastor don't read this. The pastor, he actually, some pastors tell you that the Old Testament don't even matter no more. They start straight from the middle of a book. How can you get the understanding when you start from the middle?
That's
right. The understanding, you have to start from the beginning. You have to understand why things are written in Matthew. You have to understand why Christ, Yahushua, is telling you certain things that's in the book, in the prophet Isaiah and the prophet Hosea. Right? He's referring everything that Christ ever taught and walked this earth. He referred to the Old Testament, the so-called Old Testament. Right? Read on. Start that at the top again.
My God will cast them away, because they did not hearken unto him, and they shall be wanderers among the nations.
Right? You're gonna be wanderers among the nations, meaning you're not gonna know who you are. Right? Eventually, you're gonna forget who you are. And you're not going to know what it is you're supposed to be doing. So now our people right now, we're wandering among the nations. Right? We out here, we catching buses everywhere. Right? Because why? We wanderers among the nations. We don't know. You got a quick minute, bro? You got a quick minute?
And I'm on my way to work. I'll see you around again.
Okay. Just it's a number on that flyer, man. Just check it out. All right.
You got 20% battery.
Okay, come on. Read that. We can go verse 1.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 10 and verse 1. Israel is empty vine. He bringeth forth fruit unto himself. According to the multitude of his fruit, he hath increased the altars. According to the goodness of his land, they have goodly images.
Right. It says Israel is an empty. We are an empty vine. Right, meaning we good for nothing. Right, and this is all of Israel, right? But it's because we don't have God's protection, because we're not literally living under his rules. Right. It's just like your children. If they not under your roof, living by your rules, they not under your protection no more. Right. Right? Now they going out into the world and they don't know who they are. Right? Just like it just said, read verse 9 and 17 again, chapter 9 and 17.
Verse 17, my God will cast them away, because they did not hearken unto him, and they shall be wanderers among the nations.
Right, so we became wanderers among the nations. Right, so grab me the book of Zephaniah. Grab me the book of Zephaniah. I'm gonna close out with this. Go to chapter 3. Start at verse 14, 13. Start at verse 14. All the way down to the end.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 3, and verse 14. Sing, O daughter of Zion. Shout out, O Israel. Be glad and rejoice with all the heart, O daughters of Jerusalem.
Right. This is a future prophecy. Right? This is a future prophecy of the Most High telling us, he's telling us how we're going to be. When that time comes, we're going to sing unto the Most High. We're going to be shouting. Right? Read on.
The Lord hath taken away thy judgments. He have cast out thine enemy.
Right, so this is how you know that it's a future prophecy, because our enemy is still amongst us, right? We're still in servitude to our enemies. So this is how you know this is a future prophecy, because he said he's going to cast them out, right? And he's going to take away our judgments. He's going to take away the iniquity that we committed against him, because we trying to repent. We're trying to become new creatures every single day, every single hour, right? Read on.
The King of Israel, even the Lord, is in the midst of thee. Thou shalt not see evil anymore.
We're going to not see what anymore?
Evil anymore.
We ain't going to see these pastors?
Evil anymore.
These damn wicked Sunday churches?
Evil anymore. In that day it shall be said to Jerusalem, fear thou not, and to Zion, let not thy hands be slack.
Right, so it's going to be said, this is what we are here telling our people, stop having slack hands. Get up and do the work of the Most High. Right? Again, learn who you are and whose you are, what it is you're supposed to be doing, and you get up and do it. You keep that Sabbath day. That Passover coming up, you keep that Passover. Right? Not no damn Easter. You don't keep Easter. The Most High says keep Passover. Observe the month of Abib. Observe these new moons. Right? Observe Feast of Tabernacles. This is what, don't let your hands be slack. Don't sit there and sit back thinking that you're just going to be saved because the Most High love you. No, you're going to be saved because you being obedient. Obedience is what saves you.
That's right. That's right.
The Lord, thy God in the midst of thee is mighty. He will save. He will rejoice over thee with joy. He will rest in his love. He will joy over thee with singing. I will gather them with Salaki. I will gather them that are sorrowful.
This is how you know that the Bible is written to us. Because what so-called white man is sorrowful? What Chinese man is sorrowful for what they've done to us? None of them. Not a one of them. Is there? You'll get some that'll come and tell you, oh, I'm sorry for what my ancestors did to you. All right, well, give me your house. Give me them car keys to that Benz you drive. If you that sorry. They not sorrowful. Read on.
The solemn, I will gather them that are sorrowful for the solemn assembly, who are of thee, to whom the reproach of it was a burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame.
We're going to have praise here in America. We're going to have praise in Australia. We're going to have praise especially in Israel.
That's right.
We're going to have praise all throughout this whole entire earth, because we've been put to shame everywhere.
That's right.
That's right.
Read on.
At that time will I bring you again, even in the time that I gather you. For I will make you a name and a praise among all people of the earth, when I turn back your captivity before your eyes, says the Lord.
Right, and that's where we out here, and that's why we come out here to try to wake up our people so we can see this day. And even if we don't get to observe this day, we want our children to see this day. So we have to raise them up to know what it is to serve the Lord. So with that, I say Kwam Yasharala and Shalom to the 12 tribes, to all of the brothers, all of the different camps that's out trying to wake up over our people, right? Shout out to y'all, all praises through Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, and I say Shalom.